Ah, looks like we're ready to go on to some nickels again. Since we're going to do that, gotta have all the good karma we can here. So make sure, of course, we've got that up there. We've got our buffalo nickel holder there. And especially with the last two hunts having V nickels up there, we've got Miss Liberty here. The only thing that did not work out for us last time out was this one. I've got an idea that we might get one of these this time around. The way we're going to find out is start digging into the nickels. Hi, it's Silver Chupacabra, and we're ready to get on to the 14th mission to find some quality nickels to fill up our catalog book, which now has only 5 holes. So remember last time we finally had a 1950 show up. It was unfortunate that it was not the D, but hey, there's no complaining here, folks. The fact that we got one was aces. That's a thumb up if you can't see that. But still need that one. We still need this last Silver War nickel from the 44S collection. That's a low mintage. That's tough for Silver War nickels. And then we've got the 3 key dates. The one 38S, then 39D, and 39S. So, got those to look for. Can we get more buffalo nickels? I love that kind of stuff. Can we get another V nickel? That's just almost asking too much. And of course, oh yeah, can we get ourselves a shield nickel? After finding an 1887 V nickel in the last hunt, the last year for this is 1883. It's only 4 years off. Why can't a person dream? There's a box. Let's check out and see what the tops say. Okay, we got their top enders here up to bat. We can go ahead and take a look at that. You're kind of seeing some newbies in here, of course. 2005 right there. Doesn't that really look like it has a spear going through it? A few here that look like older heads to me. Another 2000, is it 5 or 4? I can't remember when the piece metal one was out. Another one of the 2005s though. And that actually is a 2005 as well. I just don't know which one that is. You have to see the reverse. So anyway, I mean, there's kind of like what we usually say. I don't see anything blatantly old, but we'll never know. This is the first row, which is where we will start. That's obviously pretty new. Oh ho! That one looks like it's had some mileage on it. The only way we're going to find out what that is if we open it up. Let's go ahead and do it. We are on roll 1. I thought we'd actually do a quick check-in before we even start looking. There's that ender that had a little bit of age looking to it. We'll see if this is even close to anything. 64 is pretty funny. I mean, that is old. It's 60 years old. It does have a D. We'll check on the mint mark on that one. Already kind of went over a little bit of this. I'd already pulled this out. For a minute, I thought that was a 3 there for 39, but obviously that's not going to happen now with a mint mark there. But just look how old that thing looks. 79. Wow. We'll check the rest of them out, see if anything is worthy of showing you. We are on roll 4 of this first box of the current hunt. little bit of a slow start, but we do have 70-year-old 1954 coming in here. Most of these are pretty common. I would take an S over a D, to be honest, but well, being in Denver Metro kind of relegates you to the D a lot. Denver. Cool, got our first find. Still have a little bit left of this fourth roll. To roll 5. And we've got another find from the 50s. 1956. And I do believe I already saw the mint mark. Yes, 56D. Not very good job of slow reveal there, but oh well. I only had a chance of being a D. There's no S for 1956. Anyway, a little bit left. Who knows? On to roll 7 of this first box of the current hunt. And right now I've got everything laid in a roll. And if you notice, that one has a little bit of push there. It looks very accommodating, meaning it's got a little roundness to it as well, so it's got wear. Let's go ahead and kind of pop that down. Let's see what we got here. Looks like there is a big mint mark there. I'll actually bring it across here. There it is. It's a P. Silver War nickel time, folks. And she's pretty. Definitely wear, but the patina on it, I really love that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got date-wise. Of course, we're looking for a 44S, so that's not going to happen here. But any Silver War nickel, 35% silver, is good stuff. We know it's going to be in the 40s, obviously. 42, late 1942, by the way, to 1945. That's when Silver War nickels were made. 1944. Well, it's got the right date. It's the wrong mint mark, but still. Quality finds, folks. That's what I'm here for. You can give me low quantity for nickels. As long as I get that quality, I'm a happy camper. Onward we go. On roll 8 of this first box of the hunt. I don't know if we have a find here yet, but man, I just thought this was it's just wear big time wear on the reverse side of this. I thought we'd go, let's just do a reveal. This could be 64 for all I know. But with that much wear on it, man, you would figure this has got age to it. It is. I was wondering if this was going to be in the 30s. Do we have? Not a 38. It is a 1939. Cool. Out of Philly. Lots of wear. There was going to be no doubt that that was going to be Philly on there, especially with all that wear on it. Very cool. Still have a little bit more to look at. And roll 8. Well, OC the cat just meows her head off. To roll 10. And we've got a find in the sprout section here. 1959. Very common. Most probably AD. We will find out. And it is AD. Last 59 I'll probably show you there, but there we go. 5-5. We are on roll 11. And we actually have another find, and it's another goodie. As you can notice, I still have it in the roll, but if you're really looking, this one's definitely a standout. Looks almost exactly like the last one. What's interesting is I've already checked it out. So I already know what it is. I've had a lot of these in previous box hunts, and they've turned out to be like 70s or 80s. Kind of weird. Anyway, look at that. That is an S mint mark. That big old mint mark tells you Silver War nickel. Very, very awesome. Now the question is, can we get a 44? That is the one that is missing for us in the book. Love the patina on this one too. We already know it's going to be 40s. Will it be the magical 44? Oh, no. Not this time around, but still very awesome. 43 San Francisco. Second Silver War nickel of this hunt. Hopefully many, many more coming after this. Still on roll 11. Don't know if we have anything here, but I thought we'd do a little bit of success fail. I haven't been doing that for a while because too many fails. And this, of course, could be the infamous you know what, but we're going to, once again, positivity. I positively think this is going to be a 38 or 39 Denver. That'd be really cool. Or 50. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to leave you out there, 1950. Lots of chances here. Oh, it's in the 40s. Hitting nothing that we're looking for, but still 48. 48. All right, 1948 D, Denver. Go find. First one we have actually found in the 40s. Onward we go. Okay, on to roll 13 of this first box of the current hunt. This is actually a second find. Found a 56D. Did not show that. We've already found one of those, but we have not found a 41 yet. 41s are pretty common, no matter really what mint mark, but if I had my druthers, I'd rather have an S or a D than a Philly. And we got a Philly. That's all right. If I don't find one of these 41s, it's like kind of I'm missing a body part, to be honest, because it's always there. 41 Philly. On to roll 14 of this first box of the current hunt, and just kind of started in the front. 1947 has popped up. Nice. No semi or key dates for 47, but always nice to get a mint mark with these. Though if it was a Philly, you could look for a Henning notch. It is a Philly. Henning notch would be on the R. Do not really see it there. I always weigh them later on because Henning nickels, they were counterfeit nickels. Weigh, I don't know, it's like about 0.3, 0.4 grams more. Something to that effect. Still have a little bit to look at. Roll 17. Hard to say that. This is still the first box of the current hunt. And the bottom ender, I noticed the bottom at least, had a decent age to it. I believe it did have a mint mark of D on there. Let's see what we got. If we have anything, it will be 40s. It'll be 41. We did have a 41 Philly earlier. And just making sure. Oh, I could take that back. That is a San Francisco. Glad I re-looked at that. What's even more interesting is I did not see that S earlier. Maybe I did not really see a mint mark. I don't know. Anyway, cool. That is, I think it's 11. 11 finds and 17 rolls. That's pretty darn good. We'll see if we come back. Roll 20 is up to bat, and we've got our 12th find of this box hunt so far. The second oldest find, 1940. Lots and lots aware. Methinks, yeah, after looking at the back too, I'm thinking this is Philly. Chup is wrong again. And that's not an uncommon occurrence. 1940D, pretty common, by the way, but hey, very cool. Got our 40s and we got our 41s this time around. Still a little bit left. Hey, halfway through this box, roll 25. We've got our 13th find of the box. 1946. Nice red tone. I guess you really can't call it a tone. But it is a 46. No semi-key or key dates to the 46. You'll see if we get a mint mark. A little bit of red on the back there too. D, 1946 out of Denver. Nice. Still have a little bit left. This was about in the middle of the roll. On roll 27 of this first box of the current hunt. And I believe we've got something sticking out there. 1947. We've had one already. I do believe it was Philly, by the way. That's 47. I would say that's a decent amount of wear on that. Probably none of mint mark. Well, last time I thought there was, and there wasn't. And there is on this one. That's funny. I believe that's an S, by the way. Sure looks like it. 47, minted in San Francisco. Nice, 14th find. To roll 28. And, I would say near the front of the roll. 1957 has appeared. It'll either be a D or a no mint mark, which would be Philly. It is Denver. 1957, Denver. Roll 36, this first box of the current hunt. And at the very end, this one has popped up. We've now had one 46, 47, 48, and 49. If this is San Francisco, this would be a semi-key date. I'm not thinking it is, but the details there is just so scratchy. Doesn't mean it won't be San Francisco, by the way. They can get scratched up too. Nope, nothing on that one. That is a Philly. Very cool. Onward we go to roll 35, or 37. You're looking at a big empty right now. This is the 50th roll of this box. And I would say, wow, the last 30 rolls, I think we've had 7 finds. Not a whole lot whatsoever. In fact, I haven't even shown a lot of them because they're repeats. But about midway through here, we do have this one sticking out, 1942. And I would say best bet, because it really doesn't have the toning for it. This is probably going to be a type 1. And if it is, it's either going to be Philly or Denver. And if by chance it is silver, I don't think all 3 mints made silver. I think it was just Philly and San Francisco, but we'll find out here. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be silver. It just does not have the look. It's got toning, but not the silvery tone. As you can see, no big mint mark. But does it have any mint mark? No mint mark at all. So that would be Philly, type 1. Cool find. I don't get a lot of these. I had a lot of these like about 3 or 4 nickel box hunts ago. I had like 2 Ds and 2 Phillies. It was really weird. Like I said, I don't get too many of these, so it's pretty cool that I found one. That will be the 18th find, by the way, of this box. And I was wrong. It was 6 finds in the last 30 rolls. There might be something in there, but I don't know. Okay, so this first box is done. We did not have anything else show up in that last roll, by the way, but we did have 18 finds, which turns out to be below. I was thinking after what we had, I think 12 finds in the first 20 rolls. We're looking at another box that had 30 in it, but no, she just turned off, and that's life. Two great finds, though. Quality finds. 2 Silver War nickels, 43 San Francisco and a 44 Philly. Onward we go. Let's go ahead and grab the next box and check out the top enders. Okay, so here are the top enders for the second box. You should notice that there is one missing. Remnants of it are over here. I had to use one of the rolls in my last nickel box to make a full box and whatnot, so it's almost 50 rolls. It's like 50 3/4 of a roll. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. And right off the bat, see a couple of ones that are interesting, at least portrait-wise. Usual new ones as well. You can see some of those new heads. That was a funny one. It's like rusted? Probably not. I don't think nickel rusts. But I don't think I've also seen a nickel that looks like that. Nickels can have a lot of different tones. That's one of the different one that I've seen. It looks pretty old there. So we'll only find out. We're actually going to start off with the one that looks like that. It might have an interesting one right there. It's got a mint mark there. Cannot tell that's a D. It is a D. Could be a 64, but could be older too. We'll find out. Roll number 1. Okay, we are on that first roll, the second box of the current hunt. And that one coin that looked old is old, 1940. A little bit of an orange halo effect around toning, whatever you want to call that. Does have a mint mark, as you can already semi-spot. We'll try to slow roll it. It's either a D or an S. D it is. 1940 out of Denver. There we go. We will go on to the second roll. Second roll of the second box, and we've got another find near the start, I would say. 1946. We have had at least one 46. I think it's just one so far. Pretty chopped up. Definitely used. I'd say it could be anything, really, but we'll find out. I can tell if that is a mint mark that's just well worn or not. I'm going to say no, I don't think that is. Does it have the Notch of Wonder? Well, it's kind of hard to tell, too. It's got something going on with that bottom part of that R, but I don't think it's a notch. Anyway, 1946 out of Philly. I will definitely check to see weight on that one, but onward we go. Okay, still on roll 2 of this second box, the current on. And the 49's popped up. We had a 49 earlier. If you remember your coinology, I made that term up, but it's now a new word. If you remember your coinology, in 1949, there is a semi-key date S. I was kind of ambivalent on the front there. I definitely could be a mint mark here. There's enough detail for it. Nope, just going to be a common 49 Philly. Here we go. Wow, 3 finds in 2 rolls. What's next? 3 finds and whatever. Onward. On to roll 3. And this box continues to be hot. Not only because we're going to get our 4th find here of this box, but it's going to be quality. Look at that one. Buffalo Nickel City, folks. That is just awesome. This will be the 4th box in a row with at least one Buffalo Nickel. You can see there is a little bit of wear into Liberty there. So definitely has seen some action. I'm going to flip it onto its reverse first and then slow roll the date if we've got any. We'll find out, won't we? There it is. And take a look. We do have a clear date, and that's San Francisco, folks. That is a very cool find. I don't even care what the date is now because S is going to be good. It's pretty good shape too. Almost could see the horn there, but obviously that front had a little bit more going on to it to hide the date. You know, the was pretty good detail on the head as well. I'm expecting a date, but you never know on these. Oh boy, it looks chopped up a little bit at least. Well, you know it's in the 1900s. Oh, we're going to have at least the last 2 numbers there. I believe that's 29. No, it's either that or 28. No, I think it is 29. 1929, San Francisco. Very stoked about that, especially with the S mint mark. Cool find. Okay, still on roll 3, by the way. And at the end part, not the ender, so to speak. I don't think it was, no, it wasn't an ender. 1952, nice one. Well, not nice shape, but nice find. And there are no semi-key dates or key dates, so D or S would be preferable, but hey, you know. And I cannot tell. I think it's just a mark. It could be an S. I don't know. Let's say it's an S. Yeah, I believe that is an S. 1952 out of San Francisco. Cool. Onward we go to the 4th roll. We've already had 5 finds. Yikes. 5th roll of the 2nd box, and our 7th find is coming up to bat. Did have a 1959 out of Denver come in there around the last roll. 1941. We need a 41D for the mint cycle. Question is, do we get it here? No, questionable. I'm going to say Philly. And it is Philly. Well, actually got one right for a change. Still, by the way, that was an ender. That was one of the enders. I don't know. It was an ender, by the way. Anyway, 7 finds, 5 rolls. Let's continue the party on to the 6th roll. Hey, roll 6 of the 2nd box of the current hunt. And I hate to speak out of turn here, but I'm beginning to wonder if we might actually have somewhat of a collection dump here. Not that we're getting tons of them, but, you know, every roll has something, and this is no exception. Look at that. Wow. Second one to pop up in this box. Second one to pop up, what, in the last 3 rolls? Another Buffalo Nickel, folks. You know, it looks like there is a mint mark. The problem with this one is there is lots of wear around the rim. It's kind of wearing into it. There's a definite mint mark situation there. But, you know, once again, a Buffalo Nickel. Wow. Second one, like I said, of this box. rim has been dealt with there a little bit. Definitely wear there. Look, Liberty's pretty much well worn into the rim itself. I would question whether we're going to get a date without nickodating here. Oop, I think we did get a little bit. I'm thinking that's probably going to be 20. We don't need the 19. We know that's already there. I believe that's not going to be a 1920 with a mint mark. Let's go ahead and do a little scoping just to make sure on both parts. Very cool. Okay, there is the obverse. And I would say definitely that is a 20, or that's a 2 there. And a 0 there. Let's go ahead and check the back. So here is the reverse, which I called a back earlier. It's all right. It's one of those coinology terms again. I believe that's an S. To me, it's got that starting on the top there. A D would look much different than that. So, 1920 San Francisco. I might do a little nickodating on this just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that's an S there, folks. Cool find. Okay, on to roll 11 of this second box of the current hunt. And I knew as soon as I had said something about a possible collection dump that it would immediately go cold. So, after 6 rolls, they had 8 finds. And after 10 rolls, they had 8 finds. Now, thing is, it got back into action here on the 11th roll. We got actually 2 finds here. We'll go with the 1940 first. I believe we have a filly in the house. This one actually has pretty good detail on it, at least on the portrait. Semi-decent. Probably has a mint mark, but you never know. Oh, it does. Denver. Very nice. Put that out to the side, down the block a little bit. 1948. Got that orangish hue that I see a lot when it comes to 1946 through 49. Just thought it's a coincidence, probably. Nice little slash across his face there, by the way. San Francisco would be a semi-key date. Isn't that right, OC? And he said yes. I believe that's a Denver. And it is. Nice. 48D and a 40D. And we still have the whole roll to look for. That is 10 finds in 11 rolls. Pretty good quantity search there. Roll 13 of this second box of the current hunt, and it will bring our 11th find. 1958. We had not found a 58 until now. Decent condition, I would say. Wear here and there. Usually a Denver in this part of the woods, and that does not disappoint. So, it goes up there. So, unless something strange happens, I will not be showing any more 9s, 8s, 7s, or 56s on this. There really is no sense to doing that. Who knows, might have something else in there. We are going to roll 18 of this second box of the current hunt. And find number 14 is right there. We got a 1951. So 1 year off that infamous 1950. Love to find another one of those. 1951 does have a semi-key date. It's got to be a San Francisco mint mark, however. We'll see if we're going to be lucky enough to get that. Oh, 51 Philly. Very cool. Little bit left to look at. Yeah, on to roll 20. And about midway through, we got ourselves another 1941. That has definitely seen better days. Get scratches all over it. We need a D, I believe, for the mint cycle for 41. I don't think we're going to get it, however, but yeah, you never know. Nope, it will be Philadelphia. A little bit left. And I believe this was planned either 16 or 17. Okay, on to roll 22 of the second box of the current hunt. And we have a find at the back end of this. I think that was right there. It's going to be hard for you to read, but that does say 1952. We have actually found a 52. It was a Philly, I do believe. And I've already seen the back end of this, and so is that one. Is that cool? That is find number 34 for the hunt. This is 17 for this box, so it's already tied. It's already tied the first box. And that's what, 17 finds and 22 rolls. Pretty darn good setup. Would like to get maybe one more quality, or am I being too greedy? Maybe. On to roll 24 of the second box of the current hunt. And we got something interesting on this one. It's not a toned edge or anything like that. It's a coin with reeded edge. And the thing is, okay, you could say, oh, it's probably a dime. Well, I think that's basically the size of a nickel there. Dimes are smaller than pennies, for heaven's sakes. So it cannot be a dime. It's going to probably have to be something foreign. Canada does not have reeded edges. But we'll have to find out here. Oh, very interesting already. Didn't want that nickel to fall out there. Very, very interesting. 10 centavos. Is it Monolito de Quirigua? I used to be able to speak Spanish pretty decently. Not anymore. This is already too dang cool, by the way. I mean, it looks like it has age to it too, but I have no idea. I even questioned if this is going to work this way. No, it did. It was a flip. What do we got here? Republica de Guatemala. I've never found a Guatemalan coin before, so this would be the first. 1983. What does it say there? Libertad is de something. If I can do a little research on there. Oh, wait a minute. Es de septiembre de... It could be 1921. It's hard to tell, but very cool. Oh, I'm very stoked on this one. It's light, so I doubt if it's aluminum. No, I think it might be aluminum. Sorry. We can try this. Yep. Not steel. So that goes out of that one. So anyway, we'll have to kind of figure out what's going on there. Very cool. So here is a little bit of an example on the net. I know it does say 2006 there, but this is good for all of these within there. So 1983 fits in there. And you can see everything that was on there. These are the ones that I was butchering here. It's 1821, by the way. And you will notice this, it says non-magnetic. So, hey, was there a magnetic one? Maybe there was. A little bit more info. You can check out the composition there. It was at 61% copper, 20 zinc, 19 nickel. It's called a nickel brass composition. Very cool. This is roll 29 of the second box of the current hunt. And you'll notice that I bring you into a roll that's sitting up here. It's kind of cool that this one actually sat up. But obviously I brought you in for this. And I actually already know this is not even a find. But I wanted to show everybody, I get this a lot nowadays. This perfectly lovely green rim here, and you're thinking all day and night, oh my gosh, it's another Silver War nickel. And then you pull this out and you notice that it's from 2014. Get this all the time. So just to show you guys. Roll 34. About midway through. Got ourselves another 1947. So again, no semi-key dates or key dates for this, but D or S would be preferable. And it's another Philly. I do not see a Henning notch, so that's not going to work out either. I'll weigh it later, of course. So this is roll 39 of the second box of the current hunt. And this will be, we've got find number 21 here. It really has slowed down on the back, kind of like the first box did. It's interesting. And no complaints here. Plenty of quality today. If I get another one, I get another one. But if not, I love. We got a 49 here, and we do have a chance for a semi-key day because I know I'm looking upside down on this, but this one looks like it has decent detail to it. Too bad about the scratches on the hair there, but other than that, looks pretty decent. And I would say Monticello is looking pretty good there too. Do we have at least a mint mark? No, don't even have that. Cool. Well, Philadelphia, and I think all of the rest of our 49s, we've had two other ones, are Philadelphia too. Onward we go. Now roll 41 of this second box, the current hunt. And at the end, not an ender. No, actually, this might have been an ender. I noticed that the ender was looking a little bit old, but there you go. 1940. We've actually had two 1940s, both out of Denver. As I say, this could be the third one. It's in pretty good detail, just as that is as well. We'll see. And I believe it is the third Denver. Pretty cool. We'll go on to roll 42. Roll 42. And right at the beginning. Wow, just had one of these. Maybe it's the same one. It isn't, by the way. I would say that has a bit more wear on it than that last one had. I would think probably Philly on this one. And it is a Philly. I believe that is find number 23 for this box. Not bad. Although it has slowed down in the bottom, the back half, not the bottom half. Still on roll 42. Middle, I would say. This one came out kind of scuzzy. But it is, I guess I could hold this up, 1948. So to say, I was almost thinking there was a doubling going on there in the 4, but, I could check that out later. Anyway, it isn't, I don't think. 1948 S is a semi-key date, even if it's scuzzy and like this. Still would be a semi-key date. It is a Denver. Bill Vince, 48 out of Denver. I'm not sure if I've had a couple of 48s, but I'm not sure if Denver has popped up. I'm old and I don't remember a whole lot of things. Still a little bit left. Roll 49. We've got one left, about midway through this roll. And you notice that orange U before I even saw it, 1948. A lot of wear there, I would say. Most probably not a mint mark, but hope springs eternal, and that's going to be very cool. Semi-key date, it will be a D, 1948 D. I'm going to check the rest of these to see what we've been getting. There's a D. There's a D. They're all D's, nice. Well, 48D has been the one today. We still have a little bit left to look at. Same roll, 49, and we've got another 1940. You've had 4 other 1940s today. The S would be a cycle getter. We've had a D. We've had at least one D and a bunch of Phillies. Take a look. Mint cycle it is. That is an S mint mark, folks. Very cool. We are going to go on to that last roll. Not sure why that focus went off. That is the end of our nickel box hunt. There's a big 0 inside there. Time for summary. Let's go ahead and take a look at our finds for today. We've got the 1940s here. We did get the cycle on that. As you can see, Philadelphia, Denver, we got 3 of those and 1 San Francisco. 3 Phillies of 1941 and a San Francisco. We did get a Type 1 1942. Very cool, Philadelphia. 1946, have 1 Philly and 1 Denver. 1947, we've got a couple Phillies and 1 San Francisco. 48, we have 4 Denvers on the 48, and then we've got 3 Phillies for 1949. Skip the 50s. Oh well. 1951 Philly, 1952 Philly, plus the San Francisco as well. 1954 Denver. Skip 55 to 56. We got 4 56 Denvers. There, of course, no San Francisco for 56. And there's a Philly there as well. 57, there's 1 of those in Denver. 58, 3 Denvers. And then 59, 3 Denvers. The big finds for this one, which are very, very cool. We've got a 1939 very worn Philly. A very cool Guatemalan coin. 10 centavos. I love that find. We've got 2 Buffalo nickels. Very awesome. They're both San Francisco in 1920. You pretty much will see the date there. And then 1929, San Francisco as well. Awesome to find both dates. San Francisco is just a big plus. We've got a 1943. Excuse me, I forgot it's a San Francisco for the 43. And 44, we have a Philly. And there are our big time finds for today. There were a few shinies in there. But very cool. Very quality ridden box hunt, which is awesome. I'm going to check these for varieties and errors, and then we'll check, should be very short, collection books. There were no varieties or errors. Yeah, so it's time for the collection books. And we've only got one to look at. It will be the Buffalo Nickel book. We had 2 entries. That 1920S goes nicely in right there. As you can see, it's still a little under 10 million made there. And then the 1929S is right there. And just a little bit less than 8 million made there. Very cool. I just love how this is getting filled. You know, I probably have just as much of this filled as I do the earlier Wheatie collection book. Anyway, that is it for this nickel box hunt. Going right back into pennies on the next one. For anybody watching this, thank you very much. Watching parts of it, thank you very much. Watched 1 second of it, thank you very much. Everybody have a great week or weekend, depending on when this is, and be safe out there. Cheers.